Hello and welcome to another information video. This one is a little bit different than the others, because this one is about a Steam group. The Drunken Roleplay collection. The last week I wasn't really active on YouTube, and with what wasn't really active I mean I have done none videos at all. That's not a sentence, but you know what I mean. I have not really done anything on YouTube. No videos were uploaded, because I wasn't recording, because I was busy. Busy with what, you may ask yourself. Well, I was busy role-playing. Not that kind of roleplay. This kind of roleplay. Yes. Okay, so the Drunken Roleplay collection originated in the fan group of Apollo, or Pixelated Apollo, and no, it wasn't actually a fan group. Now that I think about it, it's an event that Pixelated Apollo and Lionheart planned together, the Call to Arms, and in this Call to Arms group there was a thread about a roleplay, and it was pretty successful, so they made a second one. In this second one that I noticed, I joined them at pretty much at the end, like not at the end, it was like at the last fourth of the roleplay I joined, and it was really fun. It took away a lot of my time, but it was fun. And then we joined, or we didn't join, but we made our own group, because we thought that it would be easier to control. Yeah, didn't work out. Anyway, so what is this group about? It's pretty much just explained right here what this group is about. But we need more members. That's what this video is about. Because we do have, like, I have like 12 friends that are actively playing in this group. But we need more players. So what is our world based in? Our world is based on Coradia, the Mountain Blade Warband map, or world. So it's a medieval-ish, like 1200 AD around, but it's not necessarily restricted to that. And I'm just gonna show you a couple of our roleplays here in the discussions. So we have the canon roleplays that play in the Mountain Blade Warband. The administrator of this group is hard at work to make a lot of rules and regulations for that, for the canon roleplays, and we have decided on many things already. We are working on all together to, you know, come up with the rule set and all that stuff. So we have a couple of roleplays going on here. The most successful is mine at the moment, as you can see, Lord Roll. It's the Tales of the Dragon. It was just supposed to be a side story about my character, really, but it kind of turned into the canon roleplay that is currently participated the most in. Then we have the Operation Rolling Dunes, another canon roleplay that plays in the future. Not in the future as if you think, it's just 3 years after the Tales of the Dragon. Then we have the non-canon roleplays, and these can pretty much be in your own universe. Like, you can come up with whatever you want and make a roleplay. For example, we have the Expedition. The Expedition is in, I don't even know what this world is called, but it is a completely custom crafted world by Cursed Criticism. He has come up with nations and religions and quests that we currently are embarking on. Namely, it's an expedition for the Chalice of Forgone. And then we have the Grand Archive. It is also set in the Mountain Blade universe, but it is about a university set around 300 years after the canon roleplay, but there's also magic in this one. So in the canon one there's not really magic, it's just a medieval roleplay. And then we have Blood and Whiskey, and this one is set in the rehabilitation time. I don't actually know what it is called. It should be right here. Anyway, it's in the time where the Americans tried to ban alcohol, which didn't work out for them. And this is about that. We have the police station, a town hall, and a mayor, and I need to sneeze. Excuse me for that. And yeah, in this one, we actually have a little, many different locations. I don't actually participate in this one myself, because it's a timeline that does not really interest me too much. But yeah, we have different locations and all that stuff here, and different jobs. It's a more real life style, just, you know, set 100 years or whatever. I don't actually know when America tried to ban alcohol. We have other roleplays, however, and these are in the general roleplays. Namely, WW2. We haven't really this one hasn't started yet because we haven't decided on what nation we want to play in. And it's basically we want to play soldiers in one of the nations that participated in World War II. But as I said, we can't really figure out what nation we want to play because, like, there's a lot of nations that participated in the World War II. Then we have the Nation RP, which is basically World War II, just with custom nations. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We also have a Star Wars RP, apparently. It's still going. But if you're interested in that, we also have a Star Wars RP. And we are also working on the Varangian Guard RP. So, yeah, if you're really interested in roleplay, you can pretty much find anything here. And if you don't find it, you can do it yourself. Like, we don't normally... no, we haven't said to anyone that he can't do his RP, because as long as it's not, like, conflicting with the canon ones, you can just do a custom one. It's no problem at all. We have another Terror from the North, another custom roleplay that is in crew at the moment, because the game master, the DM, it's not a dungeon master. I think it's a GM in this this terminology. A game master. I'm a game master myself, but I'm not a mod actually. A roleplay leader, I think we call them. Yeah, you can become a roleplay leader fairly easy. You just need to come up with an idea and that's it. I actually just want to show you one last thing before I think I'm gonna conclude this video. Actually, I'm gonna conclude this video with something completely different, because I'm gonna read you a passage from my RP. It's probably one of my favorite passages or events that happened in my RP, and just to show you how it goes. Of course, I've rewritten it a little bit to fit more in the style of a video, because as I said, there's a lot of chaos going on, and it doesn't read like a book, if you think that. So here we have the character screen on the screen. It's not a game yet. We have not yet developed our own game, but yeah, this is the character collection. As you can see, we already have 72 characters, and they range from anything. Like Pythias the Dead, he got killed, that's why he's called the Dead. We have Lord Aelin over here, Sentinel, Strider. These are all different characters played by these people. Some of us have more than others. I mean, I have, like, myself, Lord Roll, is pretty self-explanatory. Jam as well has himself, and other characters as well. We also have orders, and we have so many. Another thing I want to show you, like the canon roleplays, they have a set of rules and all that stuff. And if you look just the faction and cult information, like here we keep, and with we I mean our GM, our administrator of this group, which is Knight of the Order of the Fail. He keeps everything here. Like, he doesn't participate too much into the games themselves often, which is probably because he is so at work with actually keeping all the information that we throw at him, which is what is going on with the nations that we are part of, what is going on with our cults and our knightly orders. Like, there's so much stuff going on. It's quite hard to get into, I have to be honest, but it's so much fun. It is literally so much fun, and I can only recommend it. If you are interested in this, then I'm gonna leave a link to my Steam profile down in the description below, and you can click on that, invite me or add me to your friends list, and I will invite you to this group. Yeah, that's pretty much it, because we are not an open group. So yeah, do that if you are interested in role-playing. If you're not interested in role-playing, then don't do that. You can still add me to your friends list, I don't mind that. I actually have like 100 places or so left if I look at my friends list here. Yeah, I actually can take on 200 more friends, so I can take care of all of my subscribers at the moment, so don't worry about that. Yeah. Drunken Roleplay Collection, they're a lot of fun. They're chaotic, and you should join them. roll the end tape, which is another, thing. No festivities then? Asked Bogdan. His lord answered, No, not yet at least. The two horsemen ride up to Lord Rawl. Is this how you greet your queen? With a closed gate waiting for her to speak? She shall speak to us, then we will speak to her. It is a fair agreement. The queen looks at Lord Rawl. Although her face is different, her eyes strike you as identical to those of her father. Greetings then, Lord Rawl. I see you have taken a city for me. Lord Rawl looks nervously to his left and right, to see how his companions are holding up. Both have their helmets on, concealing their faces. Greetings, Julia, Pretender Queen of Swadia. It is a pleasure to meet you. She stares at him, astonished at this audacity, but you can see amusement in her eyes. The cavalry starts to follow her as she moves forward. Come then, let us enter this fine city you have captured, and we will meet in the dining hall, for I have ridden for a day and not yet eaten. I fear that I cannot allow that. He draws his sword, with him the 50 men behind him. Gaben and Bogdan also draw their swords. Behind them on the city walls, many hundred archers go into position, as well as many dozen infantrymen. 2 battalions of spearmen position themselves to block the gate. We were not yet done talking, your majesty. So what do you want, lord? Let me introduce myself first. I am Lord Rawl, the dragon, lord of Dhirim and Draconis Castle, and I follow no king or queen anymore. I know who you are. Farewell, then. She rides off, her army in tow, back towards Caledon Castle. Lord Rawl turns his horse and rides back into the city.